Hello and welcome to Assetto Corsa and the ACF1 League. This is a league that I'm in, and we are using a couple of mods, mainly the RSS Formula Hybrid and Real Penalty to track all of the penalties, and some other mods. For example, I'm using the F1 2020 HUD to show how much ERS I have, because the default game HUD doesn't really show you your ERS. But this mod also comes with a caveat, which is the DRS. The DRS light turns yellow even if you are not allowed to use DRS. So it has cut me out a lot last season. I did a couple of races last season as well, and yeah, but I would use the vanilla HUD, but it doesn't show ERS, so that's one of the main problems. And as you can see, I invalidated on the last corner here. But as you can see, I am using the T-Cam view. I'm not using cockpit view, mainly because I think that using cockpit view, I don't have enough overview. So if I get a triple monitor setup, then I'll think of driving in cockpit mode. There's a lot of traffic on this lap right now. I missed the apex here. I'm using the billboard for my braking reference, and I fear it braking a bit too late, or I'm not just not slowing down enough. Yeah, coming to the end of the lap, we are 3/10 or 1/10 down our delta for now. Let's just nail this last corner and get a good banker in. And we are 4/10 up on our last time, which puts us P8 right now, and I spin on the first corner. Starting our lap again, I get a lot of oversteer coming into the corner, so I go wide to avoid spin. But I invalidate as well, but one good thing is that it doesn't matter if you invalidate. And I brake a bit too late here as well, and spin out like I did in my in-lap. So just gonna turn down the engine and try again. Also, we are using the 2023 livery mod as well, and for this season there's actually 11 teams on the grid. The 11th team is a custom created team by last season's champions to promote their business. I guess he sells like wheel accessories and wheels, I believe. Yeah, I am in the Aston Martin for this season. As you can see, it's the 2023 livery for Aston. And I'm not sure whose helmet this is. Maybe it's Alonso's. Or maybe it's just a random generated one. Because I haven't set any like helmets for myself. Now we are 3/10 up on our time. As the Haas ahead goes into the pits, I think it was a Haas. And we're almost 5/10 up. We crossed the line, and that puts us P4. And well, I expect it to be like qualify like P11, P12 around there. Just because I'm not really that familiar with the game. I've only played for like 25 hours. So yeah, I'm just still getting used to the game. Now we have 21 seconds left in the session time. The session itself lasts for 18 minutes, and then the race is a 50% race, pretty much. Now coming here, I go wide again, but I do better than my last run. Coming into here, I brake a bit too late, lose the rear, and that's the lap gone. And I believe it would have been like maybe a 2/10 improvement, which would have put us in P6, I believe. Now, starting the race, I've already loaded my race setup, but I have made a crucial mistake, and I didn't think I would have the buttons mapped, but I set the MGUK recovery too low. And we have 5 red lights, and we are out. Okay, and I tried to go for a move on the outside on the McLaren, and I get some wing damage. He didn't really need to leave me any space there anyway. So yeah, it's a bit unfortunate. Now he's fighting with the Ferrari, so I'm gonna try to get past him. Now I'm gonna try to take a look on the outside into this corner. And see if I can make the move, but I just lose the rear in mid corner, and I just hit the McLaren with my front wing, and yeah, that was my bad. I didn't expect to lose the rear like that there. But yeah, I was also on cold tires, so that might have been the reason why I lost the rear there. Now, I'm gonna come into the pits and get the front wing changed. And get a small lock up there. And I get the repairs done, and we are out. So that puts us pretty much last. But I still believe that I can salvage something from this race. And already people are getting penalties for using illegal DRS. And I'm being attacked by a Mercedes that bit as well for wing damage probably. I'm gonna take the inside line here. He's on my outside, so I just decide to let him go. Maybe he's faster than me. And I set my MGUK delivery to build just because I'm out of ERS, and I didn't know that I had the MGUK recovery to change it mapped. So I'm just gonna drive with low recovery, so I'm constantly using ERS. But not right now, I set it on build. So right now I'm thinking, okay, I'm just gonna stay behind the Mercedes and try to recover some of my ERS and then go for the overtake. And I didn't want to go for the overtake here. I was kind of half-heartedly trying to make the move. You could see I lifted off there as well, and yeah, and as the Mercedes loses the rear, this is the moment to decide, okay, fuck it, I'm just gonna overtake him. And yeah, he's gonna be too slow for me to stay behind. going into the last few corners a bit cautiously. Mercedes is behind me, but the look back screen is a bit weird. It's tilted so upwards, and I don't really know how to fix that. Just looking at the sky when I look back. Now going in with a defensive line into this corner. Get a decent exit, but the Mercedes is still pretty much behind me, and there's another car closing up behind us as well. Now he's gonna go for the overtake here. I brake a bit earlier. I didn't really fight it that much. Now as I lose a bit of traction on the exit, and I go a bit wide here, miss the apex by a mile. And the Mercedes just loses it on the same spot as he did have that little wiggle last lap. Now we have a safety car deployed. Now this, now I decided to pit, and I just screwed up. I have to use the keyboard to use it. I was trying to change the presets, but I accidentally added fuel, and just trying to change the settings as the leader overtakes me into the pits because I was going so slow there. And I changed it to C4 compound. I didn't really know what the C4 was. I mixed it up with the hard ones, so I'm on the super soft tires right now. So I'm probably gonna have to pit again for another set of softs. Now this is another mistake I made. The leader is trying to let me unlap myself, but I wasn't sure if I was allowed to unlap myself. Because there was no message from race directory to let the lapped cars pass. So coming to the end of the safety car, I just decide to go on the side of the road and let every single car past me. I figured, okay, what the hell. So I didn't want to just be anybody's way. So now we're going again. And the cars ahead of us make a bit of contact. There's a huge crash. The McLaren goes just flying off. And we are on lap 14, so I'm definitely gonna have to pit soon. Lap 17, I've caught up to my teammate, who is in P11. Now I got DRS, so I'm just gonna look for a move. I tried to do the switchback line a little bit, but he covers the inside off pretty well. Now into this corner he goes really late on the brakes and goes wide, so I broke a bit earlier. So I got overtake, but now you can see my tires are slightly overheating because of these the essence of these corners. They're just really high speed, and it really heats up the tires. Now lap 20. I make a small mistake and I brake a bit too late, and I have to take the off-road. But yeah, that's a corner cut for my first corner cutting warning. Now lap 23, my tires are pretty toast right now, so I decide to just pit for a set of soft tires, and these are super softs. So yeah, the naming. These tires aren't exactly the same as in real F1, but named, I should say. They're still the C4, C3, and C2, but their names are different, like 2017. Now we dropped to P12, I believe. And now lap 27, I'm on a new set of soft tires, while my teammate ahead is on a used set of what do you call them? Mediums, I guess. And I brake too late. I locked the rears, and that's my I believe second spin of the race. And now I'm getting blue flags for the leaders, so I'm gonna be lapped twice. And the McLaren behind me, I'm fighting, I believe. I'm getting blue flags for the Ferrari. Yeah, and now I just use illegal DRS. I thought I was in range. I saw the light go yellow, and my instinct was immediately to press the DRS button without listening to the beep. But yeah, the blue flags, in my opinion, last a bit too long. Like the car is like 5 seconds behind, and you can still get blue flags. So that made me not sure who I was fighting at the time when the McLaren was behind me. I wasn't sure if he was gonna lap me or should I fight him. Now, fighting my teammate again. I finally got up to him again. There is a car trying to unlap or lap us. He's leaving to make us let him by. But I was planning on overtaking my teammate, and then I was hoping that my teammate would let him unlap himself. And then would let him lap me, but I underestimated my teammates fighting, so and now I can see that the AlphaTauri has dropped a little bit to us, probably because of the fighting and the Haas going wide. Now I'm a lot faster through this corner than my teammate is. He goes in a shallow line, I go for a more broad line and get a little bit of a better exit than he does. I'm also at a VRS again. And now I'm just gonna try to stick with him and overtake him on the main straight. And I go for the switchback move on him, and I believe the AlphaTauri is behind us now again. I brake a bit later on the shallower line, and I get the move done. But now I see that the AlphaTauri has passed my teammate, so I'm gonna let him pass as well. And I brake a bit too late. I almost go into the back of the AlphaTauri, so that lets my teammate past me again. So all of that fighting was for nothing. And I believe, yes, I'm fighting the Haas as well behind me. There's only 2 laps remaining. Now I'm just gonna try to go for the move again on the main straight. His tires are probably a lot more worn than mine, so I can afford to fight. He can't. He needs to manage his tire wear, and that lets me get by. And my teammate spun as well in the second corner, and the leader is on his final lap. So this is the final lap for me, I believe. Yes, and the Maicon has won the race. And I come home in P9 and the 3-second penalty, but I'm probably gonna get a penalty for holding up the AlphaTauri as well, and maybe for the collision with the McLaren at the start of the race. So on the in-lap, I want to take a few conclusions out of this race. So that was a pretty horrible race. I made so many mistakes, but I learned big lessons, and next race I'll try to improve. I'm still pretty new to the game, and most of it pretty much comes down to the lack of actual race experience on this game. Uh, like I only did a couple of or a few hours of practice on just like hot laps practice sessions, but I haven't done a lot of races on AC, and that also added to most of the problems I had, mainly the pit stop. I accidentally added fuel. I was looking at my keyboard trying to move the things around with the buttons. I accidentally added fuel and stuff like that. And plus I was really slow on my pit stop or under the safety car because of that. That made me get lapped. Got 1 point from this race. I don't think I actually deserved to get points in this one. But yeah, lessons learned. Here is the calendar. We're going to Bahrain for the next race. And yeah, I'll see you in the next one, I guess.